This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we're going to take a look at the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Zodak with a K, the Cosmic Enforcer from the 2000X cartoon collection. I actually really kind of appreciated how they made this guy kind of his own version of Zodak by changing the way the name is spelled also. I'm going to say I'm pretty sure I'm going to be kind of disappointed here too, just because I know that like in classics, they actually used a glow-in-the-dark paint on his tattoos, which actually looked really cool, but I don't think they're going to do that with this one, because that would have been really nice, like on his tattoos and then on his chest plate, you know? But anyway, take a look at the back of the package here. We have, as seen on the Snake Pit, where Zodak is standing there watching as He-Man is brutally attacked by Snakemen warriors. Which, by the way, I'm just going to say the whole Cosmic Enforcer job seems to make no real sense to me. I don't even know why they came up with that idea in the first place. But remember, the original Zodak was supposed to be a villain back in the day also. But anyway, we can fit his staff into his hand. And as part of this wave, we have Skeletor, the evil Lord of Destruction, Zodak with a K, the Cosmic Enforcer, and Prince Adam, the heroic secret identity of He-Man. Let's go ahead and open this sucker up, shall we? So, yeah, I kind of really sliced into the white sheet this time. But we can see all the removable parts here, all the same as usual for the cartoon collection. Now, our Zodak here has a really nice face sculpt. It is new. It does not really, I mean, obviously it resembles because of the helmet. But like the part of the face we can see there just does not really look like Zodak at all, the previous ones. So that's definitely a bonus. He has his own character here. And I like that. Man, he's got a lot of new parts too. Like the boots here the boot tops here and the boot bottoms there are new. Bracers, and I would say even this looks like it's new to me. Although, actually, was that the one that was used on Prince Adam, now that I think about it? No, actually, that is different than Prince Adam, because he's got like this, the entire square is like an outline on there, and it's got a ditch in the middle. Adam's was all raised. So yeah, the arms here are brand new, although obviously we can see that it's sculpted in this white and then painted to try to match the skin tone here, which they didn't do a horrible job of it, but they also didn't do a good job of it. Man, he looks like he's got tattoos going all over his body, too. We're going to have to take his harness off in a bit. So, harness looks great. Face sculpt looks great. His staff. Honestly, it's kind of silly. It's hard to have him hold it in both hands. And as far as like a hitting weapon, you might stab yourself with the end of it. So also in classics, they redesigned the staff here to look more like the gun did, so that everything kind of resembled each other. I mean, it's not bad looking staff, but it probably should have been a bit longer here, or maybe even had these like pull out towards the end more. Just to make it easier for him to grip both-handed. But I did say I wanted to take a look. Holy crap. This dude's got a lot of different pieces today. That's interesting. They did not spare any expense on this figure, it looks like. Because he does have a lot of new parts, too. Now, let's see. Do the paint tattoos go all the way under his body, or do they stop? They stop. Okay, I don't remember if we ever saw him topless in the show, but you might as well have just continued that throughout the whole body, in my opinion, because that just looks silly. I mean, I guess we should be glad that it does go far enough that it is covered by the edges of the harness, but that's just kind of silly again. So we have a skirt piece and a belt piece with this guy. And now I can't get this belt piece on top of the skirt piece the way it was before. All right. I'm sorry, I'm grabbing you by the crotch, dude. All right. So let's go over the articulation of Zodac here. Head's on a ball joint. We can move it up and down, the usual mounts. We can do a little wobble here, wiggle it all about, turn it side. Can do a full 360. Can do a full 360. Arm hinges up, nice, all the way over. Hinges back down. We can spin it all around. We can do the hokey pokey, and we twist his arm about. Elbow is on a single joint. Go straight, about a little bit more than 90 degrees, I would say. Hand spins to the around. We got we have in and out articulation on this hand and this hand both. Another figure that doesn't raise his magical sword aloft. There's going to be a few of those guys now all of a sudden. We can spin at the waist. There is some hindrance, though, because the skirt piece and the belt does sit a little higher than his crotch. We can kick forward about that far. We can kick back about that far. Our single joint in the knee can bend that far, about 90, maybe a little less. And, of course, a peg so we can spin it out and in a bit. Boot cut. And the hinge. With a little pin there to spin it that way, too. Unfortunately, maybe you can see that on his head. There's a gray spot, and since the red is the paint, it's not like I can fix that myself, which is a shame. I guess we'll just call it battleware. It's Candy with a K and an I. No, but honestly, Zodac with a K here is really a cool looking figure. I think they did a good job on him. I do, again, think it would have been nice if they'd used some glow-in-the-dark paint on him, though, to do on that harness and his arm tattoos and stuff. That would have looked really awesome. Also, they probably should have just gone ahead and continued the tattoos all the way through his chest and back instead of just underneath the harness, but that is a cost-saving measure, and I understand, and most people aren't going to display him with his harness off. The head sculpt is just spectacular. Like I said, he does look like his own character instead of just a reuse of the previous one. The staff could have been improved by making the main stick a little bit longer. Fine. I appreciate that we've actually got a skirt piece and a belt separately to get this look. Because yeah, let's be honest, if they were one piece and just painted, it wouldn't have looked as good as it does this way, you know what I mean? Even the details on the back of his harness look great. And I mean, when you get right down to it, the only problem I have is that spot on his helmet that wasn't properly painted. Other than that, this is a good figure. I would definitely recommend him if you are picking up the 2000X figures. But if you're already picking up the 2000X figures, you probably will pick them up. So what am I saying? But if you enjoyed this look at our Zodac with a K, please feel free to knock that like button with your staff. And if you'd like to hear more of my nonsense in the future, you can subscribe. Perhaps you might even want a little tap on that notification bell. I don't know. But I thank you for watching. Peace and love.